Are you ready
For what?
to start?
It started.
Hi, I'm Robin. This is Daniel. Welcome to Movie 18, Disney Plus movie reviews. We are talking about the 2005 movie Because of Winn-Dixie. The book came out in 2000. Did you realize it was that recent?
No.
Me neither. I thought it was old.
She does research.
I do. It makes it more fun for me. It gives me something to do. The people in this movie are Southern, but that's not really what Southern people sound like. It's what we want Southern people to sound like because it's cute and gentle sounding. But I'm Southern, and I grew up around Southern people, and either real Southerners' accents aren't that pronounced, or they're a lot
Stronger.
Yeah, stronger, rougher than that fun movie Southern. Summarize, go.
Girl moves to new town because her dad's a preacher and he got a new job.
She calls him
has no
preacher
friends.
instead of dad.
Yeah. She mixes it up. She has no friends because she moved to a new town and there's like nobody in this town's population, 2,500. And then there's a dog in a grocery store. She makes friends with the dog.
It was in
The dog-
Winn-Dixie.
In Winn-Dixie. She names the dog Winn-Dixie and it somehow answers to that name. And then she goes on adventures with the dog and meets a bunch of people, mostly adults,
The dog
who all
makes her
become
make
her
friends.
friends. And then they throw a party at the end. And that's about it. But she learns a lot of good life lessons on the way.
Extreme summary.
Yeah, but
That was
like,
good.
yeah, because
The
the next
end.
level of summary is just long.
I feel that was
Because there's
decently spoiler-free.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like small, brief adventures. I would say, like
The Dewberry
a lot
Boys.
of plot line points in the movie.
Yeah. The
But
lozenges.
once I start adding any of them,
You have to add a lot of
you have to add all of them, and then you're just here for
A lot.
25 minutes.
I mean, yeah, that's how long I normally talk. So
Summarize the notes too. or
yeah,
something?
I wrote some good quotes. I'm going to read some of them to you. So one of the people that Opal, the main girl's name is Opal.
Main girl is Opal.
Sometimes I forget that. She's played by Anna Sophia Robb. One of the people that she meets is Gloria, the witch. She's not a witch.
She's not.
She's
just blind.
nice. Yeah,
She's not actually blind. She's like mostly blind.
she's losing her sight.
She
She
would
can
totally
see
be
like the
legally blind.
outlines. Yeah,
Also, you said the book was written in 2000.
yeah. Well, it came out.
This
in
town
2000.
is not functioning in the year 2000
Why do you say that?
because like
It's a very small town.
it's a pretty it's old town. Yeah, it's a small town and it doesn't seem like very many people are living beyond the year 1980. Just in terms
But,
of like
like,
what they use and
My
there's
town,
only one laptop.
My town wasn't super small, and where I went to high school wasn't super. Okay, I mean my town was small, but my high school town wasn't like crazy small. There was a mall there, and we got
Yeah,
the song
sounds not
Firefly like a year or two after it was popular.
Nice.
So I could see these people living in like. Well, I mean, I imagine it was
Preacher
written in like
works on a laptop,
1998.
right? Doesn't he work on his stuff on a
I
computer?
don't know.
I think that's the only
I don't know.
semblance of technology beyond 1950s that we see.
I mean, I could see it being set still in like 1998-ish when I'm sure the author was writing it, and then just not being modern.
They didn't make any cultural references, so we can't tell.
It was a good call.
Yeah.
It made it a timeless story set in the past.
Yeah.
So, Gloria the Witch, we like her. She teaches good lessons to Opal. Opal is working at a pet store.
Oh, I forgot one thing
Kind
in
of
my summary
illegally.
about this thing. She does all of her adventures without telling her father about hardly any of it.
He doesn't
It's
really
great.
care. Right? He doesn't care. She just kind of does stuff.
Yeah, all the kids just kind of do stuff. I mean, I've been to towns that are that size. It's not like there's any concern that something's going to go wrong, except that maybe they get lost in the cornfield. I'm thinking of Britt, Iowa.
Okay. Well, so pet store. Otis, the guy who is running the pet store, is named Otis. He's running it for someone who's apparently his cousin, Gertrude. We never meet Gertrude, except the bird Gertrude. Otis was in jail, we found out, at one point. And so she's talking to Gloria about that. And then Gloria says, we should judge Otis on the pretty music that he makes and how kind he is to all the animals, because that's all we know about him now, right?
Right.
Is pretty much. He's very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't want to be friends with Opal, but can you blame him? Like, she's a
No.
10-year-old who's just like, I'm going to do this. Thanks for trading me work for this collar. And he's like, no, and she leaves.
It's true.
She is good at getting what she wants, but she's not spoiled.
No, not spoiled.
Thank you for your confirmation. She's not spoiled, but she is good at people. But she's not like maliciously manipulating them. She's just good at getting what she wants. The librarian's name is Franny. We like her. I think it was Franny's grandpa who made the lozenges, but I'm really not sure. It was a story that she told about this candy factory that they used to have, litmus lozenges. And I always thought that lozenges were like for sore throats. But in this world,
I mean, they
they're
look
also
like they could have
candy.
been for sore throats.
Yeah, but they were like, hold on.
They looked like.
Wait. Yeah, but they were like casually eating them.
Have you never just casually eaten a
No,
cough
I have
drop?
not. Have you?
Maybe.
I've not done that. Don't do that. So she has those lozenges. So the story was somebody came home from the Civil War and all of his family was gone. They were all dead. So he made these lozenges and they were sweet, but also they make you sad. They have sweetness and sorrow in them. And so when people eat them, Franny sent Opal home with a canister of them. And so she was having people try them and they tasted like sadness to like everybody. Like she became friends with this girl, Amanda, in the library. And apparently Amanda's brother Carson had drowned the year before in front of one of the Dewberry brothers.
I
Pretty
missed
traumatizing.
this.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was it clothes or something?
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Responsible.
He's good. He's responsible. So she gives one to her dad, and he's like, makes me think of your mama, and he takes it out.
Her mama's gone. She left him.
But she was 3. Like she's left. She hated being a preacher's wife. She didn't take the kid though. And the dad is very thankful for that, even though he doesn't really interact with her very much for most of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he doesn't want her, but also...
He's busy. He's being a preacher.
But also he doesn't really seem like he wants her.
Yeah, he's
for
depressed.
most of it. Which is rough for her, because she's just there. She just wants to know about her mom, and he won't tell her anything. The reason Otis was in jail is because he was playing his guitar in a park, and he put out his hat just in case somebody wanted to put money in, but he wasn't like asking for money. And then a police came over and told him he was disturbing the peace, tried to take his guitar. Otis, thanks. Did not like that, and apparently ended up breaking the police officer's nose, and so he was put in jail for 3 years for assaulting a police officer.
Seems rough.
Right. He also sings to
the
Opal.
Animals.
Well, he sings
first
to the animals,
and then Opal
and then he
shows
sings
up.
to Opal, and that was kind of weird. It was a weird time. It was a nice song, but it was a little weird. But I'm not going to sing it for you because I don't remember the tune. But he sang, "When I look at you, you are like a butterfly, a caterpillar's dream to fly. You bust out of this old cocoon and dry your wings off. Butterfly, go ahead and fly," which was really good. It was a lot more impactful in the song than when I just said it.
You got to have the streaming guitar in the background.
And like that weird pausing in the song. But it was good.
It was dramatic and good.
Oh, and then there's a little girl who sucks her finger.
She's 5.
She's 5.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, Opal couldn't find friends. And she mentioned the 5-year-old girl who sucks her knuckle, which is an odd choice.
In the same church.
Yeah, which meets in a convenience store.
It's true.
It was like the grab and go or something that's like get in and get out. But that little girl, when she ate a lozenge, said that it tasted like not having a dog. Sad. So then, and the sheriff annoyed me in this movie.
Yeah, the sheriff was kind of horrible.
He was purposely annoying. And he did a good job. Opal said
he got bit by a goat and a goose. He deserved it.
Stayed in his car while he drove away, and for some reason he didn't stop and let the goose out.
I'm not really sure how the goose got in the car.
Goose snapped.
But the goose was after him, and I have been hissed at by a goose, and I don't want to get attacked by a goose.
No goose snapping for Daniel.
No.
So Opal said, "Miss Franny said the problem with people here is that they forgot how to share their sadness. But what I think is that people forgot how to share their joy."
That was a good accent. That was really close to Opal's accent.
So it was totally on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So Then they decide to have a party. With Opal
All
has
the
a
characters
party.
in the movie.
Yeah, Opal has a party at Gloria's house, the witch. And Gloria hasn't had people over. Her house is a mess. It's not the worst, but
It's not.
it's a mess.
It's not great either.
But like she can't see that well. I imagine it's
That's
not very
true.
easy to clean
Yeah,
when you can't see that well. And I bet she can see better outside because of the natural light.
probably.
Yeah, so they're trying to taxes, but
Mhm.
they're not supposed to have any pets, and they have Winn-Dixie. I a little bit forgot that there was a dog in this movie, even though the dog is in the title.
How dare you?
So, it's supposed to be no pets, even though Mr. Alfred has a cat, but he ends up, so they have to pay rent, but he ends up coming around because Opal is persuasive,
And because the dog is fantastic.
and the dog is fantastic, except he does not like thunderstorms, which is important
Which
to
is,
note.
fair if you're a dog.
But the dog
and
like
don't
just
know
ran
physics.
back and forth through
And
their
out there.
house during the thunderstorm.
We used to
So-
lock up my dog in the thunderstorms. If
Wait,
we like
suffer.
left and if we were going somewhere and there was going to be like a chance of thunderstorms, we'd turn on a bunch of music in mom and dad's bathroom and lock her in there so she wouldn't get
Like we
out or
would just-
attack anything.
Well, he used to be in his crate when we left, and then he wasn't. And then he couldn't hear, so it didn't. I mean, he could kind of feel it, but he didn't care that much anymore. So, Opal goes around and gives people invitations to the party. To Miss Franny, the librarian, she gives her dad one, and
She
he's
does.
supposed to come.
Punk.
Supposed to. And she gives one to Mr. Alfred, and she's like, "Don't thank me. It was Winn-Dixie's idea." And then he's like, "Little miss, you don't house so much anymore." And Opal's like, "He's not so lonely anymore." Felt like a pointed statement
It was a very pointed
for
statement.
many reasons. But Mr. Alfred comes. The Dewberry brothers come. What are you looking at?
I was looking at that.
Oh.
I was like, there's 3 things back there. But you
painted
can only
her
see 2 of them.
in 2016 at the beginning of a college program. You can only see 2 of them.
Yeah.
My head's in front of Belle.
Poor
Sorry. So, Dewberry brothers come. The Sweetie Pie is the 5-year-old little girl. Amanda comes. Gloria comes because it's her house. Franny comes. Mr. Alfred comes. Otis comes and brings Gertrude the bird. And then the dad doesn't show up.
Gertrude the bird.
And then they're praying.
Gertrude.
And a thunderstorm happens. And they run inside. And I said, "The dog doesn't like thunderstorms." And they didn't listen to me. No one brought Winn-Dixie inside. Where did Winn-Dixie go? Who knows? So then we're very sad. And Opal goes to her dad. Well, Opal goes some places and then goes to her dad and is like, "You were supposed to be there." And so then he goes to look for the dog. And then she makes a list of 10 things about her dog because she's 10. And that's what she'd done with her mom from her dad, kind of. Oh, also there was a funny pickle scene. I liked the pickle scene.
Pickle scene.
Back at the party, Otis brought pickles and he told everyone
Like a
that he brought
jar
pickles.
of pickles.
Yeah, like pickles.
A
If you-
lot of pickles.
If you were ever in doubt about the world's pickle supply, look no
Because of
further than
Otis.
okay, or that. But it was funny. This is a jump from the dog. Sorry, friends. He brought pickles,
You
and
always tell
Gloria.
stories so linearly.
Yeah,
Now.
Gloria Dump was like, I mean, it wouldn't have been no party without pickles. And Mr. Alfred's like, "Now, I've been to several parties without any pickles." And he kind of chuckles, according to the text on the screen. But then he looked around and people just stared at him. So he was like,
Because they were trying to make Otis
know.
like feel welcome. Because Otis clearly was uncomfortable about
"Just
being
want to
there in
finish the
general.
quote."
Sorry.
And he said, "And not a one of them was any fun." Okay, now you may continue.
Yeah, Otis was looking uncomfortable. And,
He
Like, he
was.
didn't know what to do.
Because people would speak to him and he'd be like, "Pickles,
Yeah.
pickles." And boy, did they have
I would like to applaud whoever was the animal trainers for this movie because they taught a lot of parrots,
Is that a parrot?
a lot of birds that speak to speak a lot of words.
Or just that one bird? Is an
Or
expert.
just one bird
There was a
that
cute
now
monkey in
has
the
a
movie, too.
lot of a vocabulary, but I'm pretty sure they probably use multiple birds
That's fair.
because
That's a lot of words
They
to
don't-
have to get out of
yeah, they don't
bird.
actually repeat words that aggressively. Either that or it didn't say any words and they just made it sound like it did. But it said a lot of funny words.
So they had some pickles at the party. Then while they were praying, they went inside. When Dixie ran, Opal ran and did not care that the Dewberry boys were there because they got there like in the rain.
Yeah.
Gloria made her welcome them. And she was like, thanks for coming. My dog is gone. And then she went.
She had priorities.
Her their southern accents are kind of like when I was in the play Wedding Bells, which was very fun. And I was an 18-year-old from Texas. But I didn't sound like I was from Texas. I just sounded aggressively southern.
Nice.
And it was fun. It was a good time. And that's kind of what it sounds like, but a little gentler. Mine was a little more aggressive because it was rooted in real Southern. Anyway, dog, list of 10 things. And then they go back to the party, right? And then they have a party. And then they have Otis play a hymn because Otis can play whatever.
Yeah, Otis is really good.
He is. So the dad started humming a hymn. Glory, glory is what?
I don't know.
So Otis started playing the hymn that the dad was humming and singing. And then there was barking from outside because
Winn-Dixie likes to sing.
Winn-Dixie does. Is it pretty? No. Is it cute? Yes. So Winn-Dixie's inside and Opal has everyone she loves except her mom, but
we don't know if she
we don't really need her mom anyway. She's not a supportive woman. Oh, but her number 10 for Winn-Dixie is he was a dog who knew how to be a friend. He did. He knew how to make friends too, but she said he was better at making friends than she was. Then they dance. Her dad is a ridiculous dancer. Like, it was just really funny, ridiculous dancing. And then I think it was like the last line was, my heart doesn't feel so empty anymore. It's full all the way up. What a cheesy, cute line.
Yeah.
So it was good. I liked it. More than
Yeah, it's a good
Daniel.
movie.
I like a lot of them more than Daniel. So really,
It's
that's
true.
not a surprise to us or anyone who's my mom who's seen a lot of these. Hey, Mama. So Daniel's going to tell you what he thought of this movie. It's right there.
Yeah, I saw it. I give it 8. It was a really good movie. I think especially if you have a child between the ages of like maybe 7 and 12 who could relate with the main character as far as like age goes. Because she learns a lot of good things. And
She does.
a lot of,
How to be a friend.
yeah, but also a lot of like emotional concepts that you don't really learn as a kid until you're exposed to it. But like, that's kind of the thing that kind of starts happening in adolescence is you're like, oh, people's reactions are rooted in things that, you don't necessarily understand. Just because somebody reacts in one way in one situation, it's not necessarily because of what just happened. It might be because of what happened 10 years ago.
Yeah. But it's not, you don't learn it in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah, there's no uncomfortableness.
No.
So, yeah, and whoever trained the animals for this movie was great at that.
He was originally going to give it a 7.75, but then he remembered how well Winn-Dixie was trained.
Yeah, Winn-Dixie.
You specifically said the dog.
Well, yeah.
It does, but that could be CGI.
They didn't have CGI in 2005. Everybody knows that.
Okay. I gave it an 8.5. It was really good. It had some really nice moments, and I was interested the whole time because I struggle with being engaged a lot. But I was. It was interesting. Characters were engaging. The plot fun. There was a lot of plot that was disguised as story. Like, I didn't feel like they were telling me these are the things that are happening because it was. Did that make sense? I don't know that made sense.
I was just trying to
liked it.
hold down sassy comments about
appreciate
you
it. About what?
not doing well with being engaging.
I was engaged. Now I'm married.
Yeah.
Okay. It was good. I liked it. I didn't feel like I was being dragged along with the whole thing, but I wasn't sitting somewhere unnecessarily. I appreciated that. Like, stuff was happening, but it wasn't boring.
Yeah.
So that was because of Winn-Dixie. Man, remember when you were like, yeah, because if we told the whole story, it'd be like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever you said. 22 minutes. Yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to us. I hope you still like us.
Does that picture of Belle ring a bell? No, because you can't see it in the background.
I hope you still like us after you heard that. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.